This is the pull apart. So you want to take your band and you want to double it up. You want to have nice resistance on the band, which means you may have to tighten up on it if, depending upon your arm length. You just want to have a good tension, okay? You want to start with your lightest weight because this is your beginner exercise. As you get stronger, as you get more experienced, you're going to increase the thickness or the weight of your band, okay? So let's work on our stance. Feet are shoulder width apart. The core is tight. Pull that belly button into the spine. Chest is nice and tall, okay? So I don't want you to hold here up in your chest and holding your breath, but I want you to focus on pulling in that core right here. Pull that belly button into the spine. All right, so you're going to have your arms extended parallel to the floor. Core is tight, chest is tall. Your arms are extended. You're going to open, pull as tight as you can. You may not be able to pull it all the way back. That's fine. You just want to have a nice tension on those shoulder blades and then slowly release. Don't let those arms just fall back in quickly. You want to use resistance. That's why we're doing our resistance band. So pull apart, in, pull apart. Keep that core tight. Pull apart and in. See how my arms are still parallel to the floor. They're not, coming down. They're not going up. They're right parallel to the floor. Core is tight. Pull that belly button into the spine as you execute. Pull nice and tight as far as you can go and then slowly release it to bring it back in. That is the pull apart. You can do that exercise standing or you can do it seated. You're doing it seated. I'm going to turn to the side first so you can see me. You're going to sit down and you're going to scoot towards the edge of the chair. Nice distance between you and the back of that chair. You're still going to pull that belly button into the spine. That chest is still nice and tall. The core is tight. Our feet are still going to be shoulder width apart. Our arms are still parallel to the floor. We're going to open and close. So if you're doing this at your desk, you can still get a good workout here. You should feel that along the back of those arms. Your focus is on pulling those shoulder blades together. Let me turn to the front so you can see. Okay. Scoot to the edge of that chair. Feet are shoulder width apart, whether you're standing or sitting. Core is tight. Pull that belly button into the spine. Arms are extended parallel to the floor. Nice tension on that resistance band. Open, arms still parallel to the floor. Slowly release to get resistance there. Focus on pulling those shoulder blades together in that back and then slowly release. This is working several different muscles all at once. That's called a compound movement. We're working more than one. The main emphasis is on the back. However, we are still going to feel that in those shoulders. We're going to feel that in the triceps a little bit as well. Okay, again, back together. Maybe hitting my mic a little bit here, but I just want you to see where we are. All right, you're going to feel that work. Good job. Now with this, you want to make sure that you're doing 10 to 12. If you can only get to 8 and you just can't do any more, you can do one of two things. You can either loosen up on that resistance some, so you're not pulling, you're not moving your hands in as close. When you move your hands in close on the resistance band, your hands are closer together, there's going to be more tension. It's going to be tighter. So you can loosen it up some, and by moving your hands towards the ends of the bands, that's going to decrease that resistance some. The other thing that you can do is if you have a heavier, thicker weight, a thicker band, that means it's a heavier weight. So you may need to go down to a smaller weight if you started out too heavy. If this is the lightest one you have, then try to move those hands all the way to the end and then just pull that way. You won't have as much resistance. And as you get stronger, we do what's called progressive overload, meaning that we get a little bit, we move those hands a little bit closer to get more resistance, more tension, or we go up to a higher band. Okay, you got this.